Well, here, this is it. There, you made it here at least, yeah. So, Mark, give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourself for coming out. Usually say selves. This is the theater in Washington Square Park. My name is Mike Lemmy. I am a comedian, a playwright, theater director. I feel like you do something in theater. You got a theater vibe to you.
My partner produces.
Nice. All right. Cool. Nice. So you connect. It's beautiful. Right. This isn't. You got to look the truck pass real quick. There you go. Welcome to New York City. Here you go. Not the weirdest version of the show I've done. The first one I did, it was a woman and her 11-year-old son sitting right there. And it was not 20 minutes, it was like 8 minutes. But when they left, the woman slipped me a 20 and gave me custody of her child. So I had a job last week, and now this week I have an 11-year-old son, I think. They were like, I'm trying to find ways to get people to come to the show without actually having to like talk to strangers in the park. Which is weird, yeah, because I'm like, I want people to realize, by the way, if the show doesn't go well, I'll be selling drugs in the Fallon later at 3 o'clock. I'll be selling some weed in the Fallon. But yeah, I don't want to walk around asking people, do you want to see a show? But like, I'm trying to figure out how to use Eventbrite and like advertising to get people to come to see this. Because I did have a job a couple weeks ago. In case you're wondering, I'm not some crazy person that has done comedy shows in the park forever. I temped. Have you ever temped before? Do you know what that is?
I know what temping is.
Know what temping is? Fantastic. All right. Temporary employee. Basically, if you guys don't know what temping is, basically a company has a job that none of their actual employees want to do. So they contact a temp agency, and the temp agency has a list of like everyone in New York City who hasn't achieved their dreams yet. And I'm on that list, so they call me up and they give me the job. And if you're thinking, you go back and forth between New York and London. So if you ever come to New York and you want to live here full time and you need a job, find a temp agency. Because nobody believes in your dreams more than a temp agency does. Because the longer you chase your dreams and they don't come true, the more money they make. They get a cut of every single paycheck. I was getting assigned jobs by the same temp agency for 8 years. 8 years with the same temp agency. At this point, I'm like the godfather to the owner's kids. You know? Like if something ever happens to the owner of that temp agency, that family's gonna be okay, because I am convinced I can become a professional comedian here in New York City, okay? Like, they're gonna be fine. If anything ever happens, like I'm creating generational wealth for another family just by not giving up on my dream.